Hello world, it's your boy Uncle Alan coming at you for them four walls, dirty carpets, holes in the ceilings, etc. Hey, it's getting old. It's old already because it's been done. This one, like I said, I don't tell my business or whose side's on whose. I'm just a man of opinions and I like to hear others. But I'm curious, how much, how much does it have to be done to show and prove that something is wrong with our current leader? We've had count after recount after recount after recount in some locations, four or more. Supreme Court, like one sentence, summed it up basically. If you don't know, it's nah, it ain't happening, homie. Take your stuff gone. Your time is up. Now, for those who do not know, even though the votes have been done, the popular votes have been done, December 8th, they come together. And then I think on the 14th, they cast the electoral votes. So even though, so it's still not over. So even though we still have Joe Biden president-elect, when it comes to on Tuesday, they all come together, cast in the electoral votes, they can change it. They can be changed. Still, because it's up to the electoral votes. So the, counties and what have you, cities, states, whatever. So, but at this point, you're trying to, you're calling fraud, but you're lacking the proof. Let it go. Let it go. It's done. It is done. Like I said, some spots, 3, 4 times. Recount. You know what the definition of insanity is? And I know you all heard it. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Granted, today's Sunday, 2 days away from the 14th. Oh, excuse me. Shoot, come on, man. So I'm still refusing to concede. I'm curious to see. It's after Tuesday. Is he gonna concede? My question for those who support it or support the current POTUS. For those who don't know what POTUS means, President of the United States. It's an acronym. For those who support the current POTUS, what is it going to take for you guys to believe? And what do you think it would take for him to accept? Certain states that have always been red turned blue a little bit. Arizona's one of them. But he talked bad about McCain. Arizonan. They weren't having it, so that's probably one of the daggers that helped get him in, at least in Arizona. And other locations, I can't speak for other states, but yeah. And anybody who does not do what he wants, he fires him. That's not exactly a mature response either. You didn't give me what I want, you're fired. Like, what? Now I work to do that, but you're not going to be perfect all the time at work. You make mistakes, your boss understands. This is a really big mistake. Like, you left the door unlocked and we got robbed. I have to let you go because, man, we got nothing to sell. Commodities are gone. But, I told you to clean up this aisle. You didn't. We lost 15 minutes of productivity. You might get a write-up. You might get a warning. Who knows? But it's not like you're just getting fired over that. But this one, you don't do what I like, you're fired. Because now he's trying to fire Barr. Barr's been in his corner this whole time. But, hey, he's doing his job. It's what we call honesty. Come on. What is it going to take? I was reading articles and checking them out. People willing to die, for him to be reelected. Like, die? Even if, let's say, he did come back somehow and was reelected. It's only for 4 years. Your life is worth 4 years. You turn from a hardcore Republican to an occultist with him as your leader. When you get that kind of mentality. Tell me I'm wrong. Willing to die for... It's not even a dictatorship. It's not like it's going to stay in his family. No. It changes hands after a max of 8 years. It just changes hands. We know kings and queens are dictators here. So why would you be willing to die for that? Beyond me and my understanding. So, hey, I'm looking for some feedback on that. What is it going to take? And if you believe it's incorrect and it really is some voter fraud and all this stuff, what's the evidence? What is the evidence? You can't say people are getting paid off because Trump being a supposed billionaire, Biden's not, being a billionaire. If you're trying to pay people off, he can outpay whoever his opponent is. They're paying you this much, I'll double it. Change your mind. And boom, there you go. So, it's not the money, so what's the proof? What is the proof? Because you know when it comes to this, people are diligently searching and looking. I don't know how it slipped under that many people's noses for each state having their own way of counting stuff and doing things. They had to change some states, yes, because there was so many mail-in ballots because of pandemic. You just can't hack paper. You can hack a machine though. So paper makes it more solid to count, but hey, whatever. But what are your thoughts? If you disagree or agree, I'd love to hear it. What do you think it'll take for him to finally concede? And if you think he actually did win, why? With proof. I don't want to hear just the statements. I mean, you could post them, but still, I like the proof, Evidence is good. Because I hear people, I used to have the debate with people, like, I don't think he's going to win this one, blah, 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 and they'd be like, well, Trump 2020. That's not convincing. That's just a statement. Biden 2020. Again, that's just a statement. Let's get some supporting evidence. Did you murder this man? No. Why? Because I said I didn't. You're right, you're innocent, go home. That doesn't work like this. Convince people. But until then, one love, stay safe, and gone.